You know, some crimes sound so twisted you'd think they were ripped straight from a movie. But this is a real story about love, betrayal, and how jealousy can spiral into pure horror. Let's talk about Thomas Campbell, a 38-year-old from Manchester, England. On July 2nd, 2022, Thomas's life came to a brutal end inside his own home. He was ambushed, tortured for 2 hours, and murdered. The details are almost too awful to imagine. 61 injuries, multiple stab wounds, and boiling water poured over him. Police would later call it inhuman. But who would want him dead, and why? Turns out the whole plot was orchestrated by Thomas's estranged wife Colleen Campbell and her new flame John Belfield. The motive, pure revenge. Thomas had an affair with Belfield's ex, and Colleen felt deeply betrayed. Colleen, knowing Thomas's every move, handed over all the info Belfield needed to set up the attack. On the night of the murder, 3 men ambushed Thomas. Belfield was there, along with Reece Stephen and a third attacker who's still on the run. They'd even tracked Thomas's van with a GPS device. Days before, surveillance caught Belfield and the crew fiddling with it. The investigation, known as Operation Ravensburg, quickly closed in. Phone records showed Colleen and Belfield talking almost non-stop before the murder. And get this, 4 days after Thomas died, Colleen told his mother she'd heard from his ghost. She revealed gruesome details that only the killers could know. It was the slip-up that helped police crack the case. The attackers tried to cover their tracks, fleeing in a white van that vanished, torch and bloody clothes, weapons, everything, but police kept digging. Within 48 hours, Belfield skipped the country on a fake passport. He wound up in Suriname. No extradition treaty with the UK. But justice caught up. In early 2023, Belfield was arrested there on drug charges. After some diplomatic wrangling, he was finally flown back to Manchester. Trials were a media frenzy. Colleen was found guilty of manslaughter and conspiracy to rob. She claimed she only wanted Thomas robbed, not killed, but the jury didn't buy it. She got 13 years in prison. Belfield and Reece Stephen, both were slammed with life sentences. An accomplice, Stephen Kluwer, got 12 years for planning but not attending the attack. Thomas and Colleen's story goes way back. Childhood sweethearts, married in 2011, 2 kids together, living large off drug money, but when the money and trust ran out, all that remained was bitterness, affairs, paranoia, and finally, murder. It's a grim reminder. Sometimes the people closest to us are the ones we should fear the most. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember, real life is often scarier than fiction.